don't believe you pictured it happen.
Hey, you can't see me. Not yet. So I like this panel as much as my Electric Universe panel because sometimes it turns into different discussions about stuff. Sometimes it's just on the topic of anime. Sometimes it goes into the career of being an actor, being a filmmaker, or how to succeed at what you want to succeed at, or what's it like to be, bullied and have people make fun of you and then become a famous voice actor. You go to the people who bully you and go, Quick answer to that, no, you don't. Because that's not the way to behave. Yeah, but that's not the way to behave. You always return evil with kindness. And then you kill them with kindness. It pisses them off. So like, not only was I hurt to him, but now he's super nice too. I'm even angrier and fuller of more hate. Why don't I turn it over to you guys and let you ask me some questions, and then I may have free-form rip, who knows, and they talk about everything or nothing at all. Let's home stuff here.
Actually, I have a request, if that's okay.
What? Hold on, I have to talk to this cat. Hi, camera. How you doing? Good to see you. You want to see all the people in the audience? Look at them. Aren't they having a good time? Really good. Hi there, camera. Whose camera was this? Sorry. What was the question? A request.
I was wondering if you could say a couple of Arnold Schwarzenegger lines as Oscar.
Oh, one of my favorite things to do. Oh, no, thank you for rushing and looking at here. Yes, one of the favorite things I do is to do Arnold Schwarzenegger lines in Austria's voice. Oh my goodness! Get to the chopper! I don't really know. It's not a tumor. Kindergarten cop, bless you know.
Oh, I've seen it.
Question here.
What was it like playing Stein, especially like
I'm just dealing with all. Keep talking.
when he was affected by the madness?
When Stein was...
Probably a little bit like that.
When Stein was affected by the madness, that was really cathartic. Catharsis is what the Greeks used to say was produced by experiencing one of their tragedies, a purging of emotions that allows the citizenry to better contemplate their moral existence in a universe with other people so that they would behave more properly towards one another. So in the truest sense of the word, the laughter, the madness that I got to do with Stein was cathartic. Because there are ways you behave in life, and there are ways you don't allow yourself to behave. Like, for instance, if you're going through deep tragedy or very, very difficult times, you tend not to let yourself... because they lock you up. And you have only just started Borderlands 2, and they won't let you play inside. You have to pretend everything's okay. But when you get in the booth, or when you are an actor, or when you cosplay, or get to perform skits with friends, or get up on stage, or even playing Cards Against Humanity is a little bit of a performance in the catharsis. So when I got to laugh like Stein like that, I got to, you get to laugh in a way that you're never allowed to laugh in real society. And that's, like, if you're a human and you're on this earth, I think we're obligated to, not obligated to do everything, but I think we have an obligation to stretch our creative selves in directions that we, are capable of stretching. If you have a sports car, let's pretend our body is like a massive, awesome, super, robot thing that we're driving around, right? It's a mech. It's a biological mech that we're laser. And you're in that mech, and it seems like wow, I can do so much stuff in this body that I've been given. If you were in a mech and you're like, wow, it totally looks like it has, plasma cannons, but I'm not going to say No, you'd be like plasma cannons. Slowly start firing those things off, right? So you got a human body, it's able to experience and do things. It's able to laugh and cry and sing and dance and make friends and climb mountains and do all these sorts of things and what we've been convinced we're supposed to do. Not you guys. You guys are a little different. Look around. You guys are a little different in that you express and go out in directions that most normal humans are afraid to do. But, you know, you take a look around and you can find yourself doing things that you never thought you'd be doing. And I think you have an obligation to try to do that. Whatever's in your heart to do. Not like, oh, I know, I should boil cats. No, don't boil cats. Unless you're being mean, in which case it's part of your culture. Eat chickens. There may be some like tribe on an island that's like, chickens are revered God, and we're eating them. They're like, oh, heathen.
We eat cows and
Which is interesting because all humans have different perspectives on what all other humans do, and you have to respect each other's perspective. But also not let the system that's sort of put over us keep us in that mess, going, I know what I should do in this awesome mess. Go to my job in an office every day and not question anything and go home. That's the best use of this body and life. Do something fun. Play Myth? Did someone say play Myth? Totally cool game. Yes, sir.
Do you find it odd that you play two short blue guys?
You know, black is a form of blue, so we can include EA in there, so 3 short blue guys. It is odd that I played 2 short aliens that were blue and a short frog that was yellow. The fun part about doing anime is that you get to act in roles that you never get to on. I will never be cast as a short blue alien by Spielberg. Maybe a giant blue alien by James Cameron, but that's a different story. That's digital. But digital is like voiceover acting anyway, so in the digital world you could do that. But in the real world, I never get to play a blue alien. So, I don't find it odd, I do find it fun. Yes, over here, miss, I can't remember your name. You've had your arm up for a while. You're resting it on the floor.
I'd like to animate for like a really long time, but it's really hard for me to follow because I can't actually see what's going on.
Right.
But you see like Dragon Ball and like the stuff that's been around for like, 20 years, going audio description, which would really help.
So explain that to me. An audio description is where a performer would vocally tell you what was going on in the scene.
Exactly. I was actually in Canada over the last couple of weeks, and a lot of their TV channels will say open scene, birds, chirping, or person walking through grass.
Right.
Here, leaves rustling through trees.
Right.
So it won't overlap what you say, it'll overlap as if with the narration.
So it's describing the scene. I'm closing my eyes as I'm talking to you because I think that's what we said. No, I won't. How did you know I was right on the edge of the stage? You daredevil!
Your feet on the wood. Also, I have a really cool question. Can I give you this?
Sure. Right, we try to go over there. God, that's hard in this book. I mean, weird. Oh, wow. Wow. You know autograph it. I did enjoy coming here. Okay, I'm going to start using my eyes again. That's just tough. All right. Thanks for that. Give it a round of applause. Let's go question right here. Yes, you.
I already asked Patrick Seitzes and Bryce Pappenbrook yesterday, so I'm going to ask you this question. If you were in a spy movie, what kind of character would you be?
A spy movie?
Yeah.
I actually have a character. It's not a spy character, but I have a superhero I'm developing. and I haven't got the backstory yet, but he'd be kind of like, not a spy, but he'd be kind of like a Inspector Clouseau or Get Smart, you know, Maxwell Smart. And his power or his ability, and I haven't figured out how he gets it. Maybe you guys can email me ideas like, oh, I know how he can get it, or Facebook me. But the power or ability he has is like the butterfly effect. So like something bad is happening, and say he tries to grab, you know, this cable and tie a guy up or throw a chair at him or something, like he'll totally miss the guy with the chair, but it hits the thing that knocks the thing over like a Rube Goldberg machine. The universe sort of collapses in quantumly to affect what he wanted in a way he never intended. So like the first time he discovers his power, he gets knocked out completely cold by trying to hit somebody with something, and he ends up hitting himself, but that drives the bat through the window, which falls on the street, which stops the ladder truck, which swings around and knocks the bad guy out, you know. Yeah, it's like Inspector Gadget or Inspector Clouseau or Maxwell Smart, but I'm just taking that ability they have, or like Jackie Chan, and taking that ability they have and upping it to where like he might accidentally bring down satellites or erupt. Like whatever he did quantumly could affect the sort of world. So and then part of his progression as a superhero is he decides to, as all good superheroes do in the sort of Batman tradition, train to be like really good at regular fighting in case the quantum stuff takes a while. Sometimes it will. I don't know if that answers your question, but he's kind of like a spy. I mean, you know, Clouseau, Inspector Gadget. They're not spies per se. Yes.
What would your voice for be?
Oh, it'd be a live action. It sounds just like this. Every once in a while, he sounds like this. Ah! Question.
What's it like working with the people at Italia?
Oh, all the other Italia actors? They're all jerks. They're all good people. I actually got to write Italia with Jamie Markey. And she's probably one of the funniest people I know. She and I would have a real blast making jokes and goofing around and sending each other ideas, because she would write 4 little episodes and I'd write the next 4 little episodes, and we'd go back and forth and pass each other our scripts, and we'd take a joke and punch it up and make it a little funnier, or find a spot where a joke could go. So she plays the narrator, and I remember when we were first writing Italia, Jamie was like, the narrator's my role. And so we kind of like wrote the role to fit her humor and the way she says things. And because there's no flaps, you know, for the narrator, you can just really sell the comedy at the right timing. Because that's one of the hardest things about comedy in anime, is that comedy is all about timing. And timing is a function of your cultural folkways, mores, and norms. You know, like timing in Japan is totally different than timing in America. Like timing in New York. If you've ever been to New York for any like extended period of time and then come back to your home in the deep south of Georgia, your people in the deep south of Georgia will be like, why are you talking so fast? Because every culture, every different part of the nation has different